Hi there, these comments are for MS, and this is a score breakdown, rubric overview, and language feedback for a TOEFL Integrated Writing practice test about sea otters that you sent me, I think, earlier today. And first of all, Happy New Year 2026. When you're my age, you do not like to celebrate New Year's because it means I'm 1 year older, but for you, it's good. So Happy New Year to you and your family. And I hope that the feedback I give you today will really help you to improve your academic writing proficiency. Okay, so this is the response that you sent me. I'm not going to read it all right now, but here it is. Okay, here's my feedback. So first of all, let's understand what I'm trying to determine here. So the TOEFL Integrated Writing, it tests summarizing and connecting reading and lecture ideas, accurately showing contrast or support, clear organization and academic language, grammar and clarity under a 20-minute time constraint. So here's the basic overviews. I'm going to tell you your score in just a minute. So 5 means you're accurate, complete, and well organized. 4 means you're mostly accurate with minor language issues. 3 means partial understanding or vague connections. 2 means major omissions or unclear language. 1 means little relevant or understandable content. So your overall score is, I'm going to give you a score of 4 out of 5, maybe 24 to 26 points out of 30. You have strong content understanding with noticeable language control issues. That's the only thing that could bring this thing down would be your language control issues. Everything else I think is good, as I already said. So here's the strengths. Clear paragraph organization, correct lecture versus reading contrast, effective use of transition words, all major lecture points included. So why this is not a 5? This is the hard part. So frequent plural and possessive errors. You're sometimes not sure where to put the S or if the S is needed when you put it at the end of a noun. You have some long or run-on sentences, occasional unclear or informal phrasing, some small word choice mistakes. So sentence structure issues to fix. So you have a lot of ideas connected with an. Unclear subjects in long sentences, overuse of fillers, things like, for example, over there, missing commas after introductory phrases. So examples. So I'm going to give you just a few excerpts of some language use problems I saw in the writing. So the original, sea otters decline, I would say sea otter populations. I think it's probably going to be better there. Or it's the decline in sea otter populations, if you want to say it like that. So focus on plural nouns instead of possessives. Make your language more academic. How do you do that? Avoid contractions. Can't. Avoid words like over there, and then you have this and here. So use, maybe instead of can't, cannot, instead of over there, in those areas, and then you can use and for this symbol here. So use precise verbs and nouns whenever possible. So how to get a 5 out of 5 next time? Keep sentences short. I'm going to say shorter and focus is probably better, not necessarily short. I think a average sentence length of 20 to 30 words is probably pretty good, and with some short sentences in there here and there. Double check plurals and verb forms. Name the subject clearly in each sentence. Prioritize clarity over complexity. I think these are things that you want to be careful about. So you're very close to getting a top score, and there's definitely a good chance that you could get at least 24 on that practice test you sent me. So with cleaner sentence structure and stronger grammar control, this response could easily reach a 5 out of 5. All right? And remember, I did put in the email some line-by-line corrections that you can take a look at also for your reference.